Mrs. Abel, I don't know what to say. That night, it just felt so wrong, she said with tears in her voice. Please, Asha, I need to know, said Olivia. Asha's gaze dropped to the floor. I heard voices, Mrs. Abel. Raised voices coming from Miss Evelyn's room. It was her and Mr. Rhodes. He sounded angry, accusing her of something I couldn't make out everything. She kept pleading with him, saying she needed space, that he was suffocating her. An unexpected chill ran down Olivia's spine. Chase had been with Evelyn that night, and they had argued. The pieces were beginning to fall into place, forming a dark, unsettling picture. It wasn't enough. Not yet. She needed more than whispers and intuition. Asha, did you see him leave her room? Olivia asked, her voice shaking. Asha shook her head, saying, No, Mrs. Abel. After that, it was silent. The next thing I heard was the scream. Olivia's heart fell. She clenched her fist, her resolve hardening even further. She would need more than the testimony of her dear friend. Now, at least she knew she was not alone in her suspicion. Determined to seek justice for her daughter, Olivia found herself at the doorstep of Dr. Vesper. He had been the one to examine Evelyn's body after her death. Dr. Vesper was a kind and caring man, one of the few people in town Olivia trusted without reservation. He had known the Abels for many years and treated Olivia through her darkest days of her widowhood, and had also been there to welcome Evelyn into the world. If anyone could help her, it would be him. The doctor invited her in with a warm smile, offering her a cup of tea. As she sat down in his cozy office, the walls were lined with medical texts and vials of strange herbs, casting the room in an air of quiet authority. Olivia took a deep breath, her hands still clasped tightly around the teacup as she began to recount her suspicions. Thomas, she began, her voice steady but soft. I don't believe Evelyn's death was an accident. Dr. Vesper listened in silence, his expression grave, as she recounted her dreams, the strange bruises Asha had seen on Evelyn, and Chase's controlling nature. When she had finished, he remained silent, his brow furrowed as he processed her words. Olivia, he said, finally choosing his words carefully, I had my doubts as well when I examined Evelyn's body. There were abnormally large bruises around her wrist, faint marks that did not align with a simple fall. But Chase was insistent that it was an accident and was quite persuasive. Olivia's heart pounded in her chest. Then you believe me, Thomas? Dr. Vesper hesitated, then nodded. Yes, I believe you, Olivia. But if we are to convince the authorities, we need more evidence. We could petition for an exhumation, but the town council will not agree without substantial proof. They sat quietly for a brief moment in silence, observing the gravity of the situation. The enormity of what they were planning weighed heavily on Olivia, but she could not turn back now. They spent the next several days talking to people, getting testimonies from anyone who had noticed unusual behavior from Chase, every whispered rumor, every uneasy glance. It all became a piece of the puzzle Olivia was resolute to solve. She found an unexpected ally in Dr. Vesper. With Olivia's relentless pursuit of justice, it led to the exhumation of Evelyn's body, revealing signs of foul play. With evidence mounting against him, Chase fled. Olivia joins the search, fueled by a mother's fierce love and desire for justice. Eventually cornered, Chase is arrested and tried for murder. The swift verdict brings him a life sentence, finally allowing Olivia to find peace and letting Evelyn's spirit rest, leaving Abel Manor haunted only by memories of love and loss.